to win it. No, Messi is actually 7-4. He won it in 2022, of course, and guess what? He is favourite again. Lamine Yamal is 9-4. Rodri seems to be getting better with every single game, doesn't he? He's 7-1. Emi Martinez could be busy this evening. He won the Golden Glove in 2022. He's 10-1 with Unai Simon at 11-1. And I'll mention Pedro Porro again. He's had a great World Cup and it was player of the match against France when they won 2-0 and he scored. He's 25-1 to be player of the match this evening, Adrian.
Steve, been great talking to you during the World Cup. Thank you very much. Those are the latest odds with Bet365. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. 18+, gambleaware.org.
On the ball, on Talk Sport with Bet365. Making this summer even bigger with Matchday Reveal. Available every day. New and eligible customers. T's and C's apply. 18+, gambleaware.org.
Just watching Messi warm up. I'm sure he does more running in the warm up than he does during the game, but 4 years ago he finally took Argentina over the line, did what Maradona had done back in the 80s, won the World Cup for his country. For a while it was unclear whether he would go again this time around, but he's here and he's been arguably the player of the tournament. When they've just put his face up and his stats up on the big screen, there was a massive cheer all around the stadium. He is well loved, no doubt about it, by the Argentina fans. It goes without saying. Stuart Pearce, considering how he's performed, would you expect him to retire after today regardless of the result? He's 39 years old, Lionel Messi.
Well, for me it just depends how he feels physically. The economy of how he works on a pitch would probably see him through, to be honest with you. I mean, he plays the game like a testimonial in some ways. The pictures he sees in his head are so far advanced than most of the players that are on the pitch, it's incredible. It just depends whether the enthusiasm to go again for certainly a World Cup would put him at the age of 44, and I think that's way beyond him at that stage. But I tell you what, if they win the World Cup today, what a fitting place to finish.
Yeah, indeed. You've got to be excited by his performances when we've seen them. What he did to England, even though we hated it, was mesmeric, Jim Proudfoot, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not sure we'll ever see him in a World Cup game again, but I could easily see him playing more football for Argentina. It was this ground that brought one of his darkest hours. He started the loss to Chile in the 2016 Copa America final, missed the first penalty in the shootout, promptly retired, and was talked out of it 7 weeks later by coach Edgardo Bauza. Good job that they managed to do that, because since then he's played 93 games for Argentina. He's scored 70 goals. He's won 2 Copa Americas, 1 World Cup. Could be another today. Spectacularly dispelled that myth that used to linger around him that he couldn't perform on the highest stage. That haunted his early career. Remember, he had 2 long runs of World Cup games without scoring. 1 of 7 matches, 1 of 6 back in the day. Nobody's played more World Cup ties. This is his 34th. He will not just want to lift the trophy again. 1 goal season tie. Kylian Mbappe is the leading scorer in World Cup history. He'll want that. Hat-trick for the Golden Ball. He'll have his eye on that. He's absolutely bound to be the player of the tournament, whatever happens today.
He is. He's been stunning the last couple of World Cups, no doubt about that. I was intrigued, Stuart, by what Fabian Hertzler said to us in the build-up. Aaron a bit ago now, he said it's impossible to control Messi with just one player. So anybody who's thinking, yeah, well, man-mark Messi will be all right, you can't do that.
No, I think Fabian was alluding to the fact that the compactness of the team is what should be dealing with Messi. I'm not sure he's thinking about a one-on-one scenario, but I certainly think there was a case for a man-to-man marking job in the England semi-final, without a doubt.
A question for both of you. I mean, is it now undisputed that this is the greatest player of all time?
Well, I think so, but I mean, that's personal taste. No, let me re-answer that question. No, it's not. It's not undisputed. I think he's the greatest player of all time, but I think that you can still make a case that there are others from previous eras. For me, the Messi-Ronaldo debate, which has been polarised over the last 4 or 5 years, very firmly comes down on the side of Messi. But you've got Pelé, you've got Maradona and Cruyff all playing in different areas, George Best as well, and they could probably all lay a claim. For me, it is Messi, but I wasn't fortunate enough to see any of the others in the flesh, so that might have swayed my opinion.
Stu?
I would always err on Pelé, with Maradona second potentially, and Messi third. But to be honest with you, Messi's he's probably achieved more after the age of 35 than the other two. But that would be my pick, my big three. And to be fair, fantastic role models in probably in varying different generations over the last 70 years.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be witnessing Messi at this time while he's still playing, doing great things. I can remember seeing him at Wembley when Barcelona beat Spurs 4-2 in the Champions League. It was a performance like I've never seen before. It's absolutely stunning. We have been bringing you the World Cup Daily Podcast on our travels around North America at this World Cup. It's obviously coming to an end. Jim Stewart and I brought you the latest episode, dropped this morning. We braced the stormy conditions of New York last night to look back on that crazy third place playoff between France and England. England winning 6-4. A brand new episode will be out in the morning with all the reaction to this World Cup final. You can listen wherever you get your podcasts, find it on the TalkSport app, or even you can watch it on YouTube. You're listening to World Cup Game Day live on TalkSport, brought to you by Burger King. Burger Buddies, iconic winners delivered in the box every time. Order now on the BK app.
World Cup Game Day live on TalkSport, brought to you by Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Whatever it is, we're here for it.
Today, there's some excited postcode lottery winners waiting to find out how much they've won.
Would you like to find out how much you've won?
Absolutely.
Okay, well, you hold that.
A share of £20.2 million must be won in Postcode Lottery's August draws. So sign up by midnight on the 31st of July. Is your door in the draw? Postcode Lottery manage lotteries on behalf of good causes. 18 plus conditions apply. Play responsibly. Not available in Northern Ireland.
At McDonald's, feeding the little ones just got easier with a Happy Meal for just $2.99 on the app. That's long journey stop-offs and movie night fees sorted. Just a little spend for some big smiles. Some fun, some food. It's all inside this Happy Meal. Until the 1st of September from 11 a.m. Only on the app, not on delivery. One use per day. A maximum of 4 Happy Meals per redemption. Price may vary.
On game day, it has to be a lucky pants. And look, works every time. Not that you noticed. You're lost in another winning moment. Rich, thick ketchup oozing onto a juicy burger. Back of the net. Because when it comes to the taste you love, it has to be Heinz.
Pay attention. The ferry leaves at 10 a.m. Roads are busy.
Great.
Dad, pack the boot. Suitcases, Tetris style.
Yeah.
Rosie, got your teddy? No going back this time. Honey, how's the car?
Windows clean, car wax, carpets.
I meant the tyres.
Oh, sorted them at Quick Fit last week.
Brilliant. If things go to plan, it'll be smooth sailing.
Planning the perfect getaway this summer? Make sure your tyres are up for the job. Book today at quickfit.com or your local centre. Quick Fit. Drive away happy every time.
Scan your Tesco Club card and watch the prices drop. Get 25% off when you buy 6 or more bottles of selected wine and fizz.
Club card accepted.
Because every little helps. Drinkware 18 plus, majority of larger stores exclude Scotland. Ends 27th of July. Club card or app required.
Bet365. Bet365.
New and eligible customers only. Features apply on eligible player markets. Restrictions and T's and C's apply. 18 plus. Please play responsibly. Visit gambleaware.org.
World Cup Game Day live on TalkSport, brought to you by Burger King Burger Buddies. Total tournament satisfaction delivered by the experts. Order now on the BK app. Official broadcast partner of the 2026 FIFA World Cup.
He makes no mistake.
World Cup Game Day live on TalkSport.
Well, back here at the New York, New Jersey Stadium, just had a big, big roar for Lionel Messi's name read out as the Argentina team was being delivered to the crowd. The stands are filling up here in the sunshine in this World Cup final stadium. Let's get a recap of the lineups, all thanks to Bet365.
On the ball, on TalkSport with Bet365. Download the Bet365 app for incredible offers every single match day. 18 plus, gambleaware.org.
Talk us through the teams. Jim Proudfoot.
Spain unchanged. Argentina make 3 changes. They've named 8 to the side that started the 2022 final in Qatar. Montiel, who scored the winning penalty in the shootout 4 years ago, replaces Molina, De Paul and Nico Gonzalez in for Simeone and Paredes. They have Emi Martinez in goal. Montiel, Romero, Lisandro Martinez and Tagliafico. De Paul, McAllister, Fernandez and Nico Gonzalez. What a time to make his first World Cup start. Messi, first man ever to start 3 World Cup finals alongside Alvarez. For Spain, Simon in goal. Porro, Kubasi, Laporte and Cucurella. Rodri and Fabian Ruiz. Yamal, the first man ever to play in the Euros final and World Cup final as a teenager, alongside Dani Olmo and Bayana, with Oyarzabal up front. Kick-off 25 minutes away.
Stu, Jim, a quick one on, we've been talking about Messi. Do you think Marc Cucurella might have plans for Messi at all?
I think Cucurella plays the game one way. He scurries around a lot, he gets in people's faces, he irritates people, he gets forward, never lose track. He is a good player, and he'll want to affect good players on the pitch, and I think he will do.
It's just going to be interesting to see if he drifts out to the right-hand side again, whether Cucurella defends the width of the penalty area, whether he comes right out to the touchline, and what happens with Bayern in front of him to try and deal with that threat. They will have a plan. They must have a plan.
Well, Cucurella, Stu, will have seen Argentina's sneaky tactics against England. Might he try some of those himself on Messi?
I think he half wrote the book on them, to be honest with you. You know, you watch.
You've been alluding to this all tournament, haven't you?
I certainly have. You know, you watch him in the Premier League, he creates reaction with players. He's one of the first to go to ground and launch himself to the ground. And to be fair, he has an effect on the opposition. It'll be interesting to see how the game pans out today, how Argentina take on a game that is in England. I mean, if they adopt the same tactics against Spain as they did England, those sort of dark arts and irritation and moments early on in games and niggles, interested to see how this game pans out.
And there's that extra little factor that Messi is a Barcelona hero. Cucurella is going to be playing for Real Madrid next season. Best way to endear himself to his new club's fans is to get under the skin of Messi.
No. Return back to Madrid with a winner's medal.
That might be the answer. Those are the team lineups with Bet365, 18+, gambleaware.org.
On the ball, on Talk Sport with Bet365, making this summer even bigger with Matchday Reveal. Available every day. New and eligible customers. T's and C's apply. 18+, gambleaware.org.
Jim, let's talk about this setting, because this stadium has had a lot of grief. From the outside, it looks very grey, a bit car parky. It is a gigantic bowl where the Giants and the Jets play in the NFL. But actually, when you look at it, with fans inside it, it is a spectacular venue, albeit not our favourite venue at this World Cup.
Yeah, I mean, it's huge. It's a real sporting coliseum. I don't think it's great. I don't think it's a fitting venue for the final. I think that there are several other stadia that probably would have had a better case, not least the Azteca. I don't think there'll be too many people that have been to numerous venues in this country watching their teams play who will feel that this is their favourite stadium. The concern I would have is the playing surface isn't great. Saw it in the very first game that was here, a France game, where it was just a little bit lively with a slightly erratic bounce inside the penalty area. I don't think it's got better for having had numerous games on it since. It's being heavily watered in the hot weather here as the photographers make their way down in front of the Argentinian dugout away to our right-hand side. But even from up here, you can see that it is patchy, streaky, and you can see where the erratic bounces might be. And
I think the other thing is, Stuart, that we've had a stage on it, a cover on it already. There's been dancers on it already. There'll be more before kick-off. There'll be even more in the gigantic half-time entertainment sequence as well. So the pitch is going to take a beating, even without the footballers on it.
Yeah, and probably just as much so with this sun that's beating down on it, that's going to dry it out very, very quickly. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it plays, but you normally expect an absolute top-quality pitch at this level in this final.
Yeah, still got some entertainment to come. Robbie Williams before kick-off, among others, at half-time. That 11.5 minute sequence is going to be Madonna as the number one. We're then going to have the Venezuelan Symphony Orchestra and the Muppets together apparently, doing Seven Nation Army. Stand by for that. BTS, the South Korean boy band. Ted Lasso's special with season 4 on the way. Justin Bieber, Canada's finest, and Shakira. What's not to love about Shakira? Will also be performing at halftime. Coldplay, Sesame Street, and the PS22 Chorus, a choir also perform. All of that at halftime.
Just rewind a minute. Miss Piggy doing Seven Nation Army.
I knew you'd be interested in that. And actually, there's been a list of headliners sent out of those who are big guests here and the entertainers. Miss Piggy wasn't near the top of the list.
Well, that's scandalous. I mean, I don't know what Lou Grade would make of that. And that's just absolutely dreadful. She's up there. I mean, she's got to be above Bieber. I mean, seriously.
You've just insulted a whole nation. As every nation's flag at this World Cup is being carried out onto the pitch at this closing ceremony. We've had the first part of the closing ceremony, then the players warmed up, pitch was watered as well, and now we're going to have the middle part of this closing ceremony of the FIFA World Cup Final 2026. Whole load of flags being carried out. It's flag central, 96 flags in all, 48 for the countries, and the rest FIFA flags that are being brought out by the many hundreds of volunteers who are taking part in this closing ceremony before and during the match itself. We can still see the green surface here at the New York, New Jersey Stadium. I'm told outside that the queuing has eased off, that there have been more entrances made open and fans have been able to get in. There's less of a problem than there was first thing because it was pretty horrendous. People queuing for 3 hours, and that was just media. It was those taking part in the ground crew, if you like, those taking part in the making of this closing ceremony here at New York, New Jersey Stadium. The flags are around the centre circle, and in that centre circle is a football, which is a map of the world, and underneath it says FIFA World Cup 2026. Loads of guests are here today from all corners of the world. Lots of ex-footballers. R9 is here. Javier Zanetti is here. Just a whole load of lists of top footballers from the past who are guests of FIFA at this World Cup final. They all wanted to be here, and TalkSport is here yet again, the only station that has brought you every single game at this World Cup in North America from way back June the 11th when Mexico kicked us off with a 2-0 victory, all the way up to this final in New Jersey as Argentina prepare to take on Spain. One of the features of every game at this World Cup has been, of course, the national anthems of both countries being played, but also round about an hour before kickoff at most of the games, it's been the US national anthem, certainly the games in America, that has been played and observed nicely by the crowds as well. And we are getting ready for the US national anthem to be performed out in front of us, which will happen in just a second as the crowd make their way in. There's a huge swathe of Spain fans away to our left on the middle tier, and a whole load of red jerseys that are there just supporting Spain. There's pockets of Spain fans everywhere else, but there's a whole load of Argentina shirts in this stadium as well. Argentina, like all South American countries, very, very well supported at World Cups. And those Argentina fans, as we said, even when Cape Verde equalised twice, stayed behind their team, got behind their team. Listen, they're world champions. They've got gold stripes, pinstripes on their shirts. They've got those gold stars. Any wonder they love their country and they love their national team as well. Argentina looking to retain the World Cup for the first time since Brazil did it in 58 and in 62. It doesn't happen often. Can Messi and his teammates do it, or will Spain take a second World Cup star on their shirts? Stage is set on the pitch for the USA national anthem, which is a little bit later than normal. I don't know if it means we're going to be running late in terms of the schedule at this World Cup. We shall wait and see. USA national anthem is going to be sung by the brilliant singer Jennifer Hudson.
Oscar and Tony Award-winning artist Jennifer Hudson.
Wow, I'm not even American, and that got me. Jennifer Hudson with the USA national anthem. She played Aretha Franklin in the film Respect. Seamless. It could have been Aretha herself. Absolutely magnificent. We're heading up to kick-off here in New York, New Jersey. Spain taking on Argentina. You're listening to World Cup Game Day Live on TalkSport, brought to you by Enterprise, Rent-A-Car, whatever it is, they're here for it.
World Cup Game Day Live on TalkSport, brought to you by Burger King Burger Buddies. Try the new Burger King Burger Buddies box, a hat trick of 3 flame-grilled iconic snackable burgers, now available for delivery. It's made for sharing, sort of.
At Bet365, we want to help you make every moment extraordinary. Play safe with Bet365. 18 plus. Please play responsibly. Visit gambleaware.org.
Pay attention. The ferry leaves at 10 a.m. Roads are busy.
Great.
Dad, pack the boot. Suitcases, Tetris style.
Yeah.
Rosie, got your teddy? No going back this time. Honey, how's the car?
Windows clean, car wax, carpets.
I meant the tyres.
Oh, sorted them at Quick Fit last week.
Brilliant. If things go to plan, it'll be smooth sailing.
Planning the perfect getaway this summer? Make sure your tyres are up for the job. Book today at quickfit.com or your local centre. Quick Fit. Drive away happy every time.
On game day, it has to be a lucky pants. And look, works every time. Not that you noticed. You're lost in another winning moment. Rich, thick ketchup oozing onto a juicy burger. Back of the net. Because when it comes to the taste you love, it has to be Heinz.
Scan your Tesco Club card and watch the prices drop. Get 25% off when you buy 6 or more bottles of selected wine and fizz.
Club card accepted.
Because every little helps. Drinkaware 18 plus, majority of larger stores exclude Scotland. Ends 27th of July. Club card or app required.
At McDonald's, feeding the little ones just got easier with a Happy Meal for just $2.99 on the app. That's long journey stop-offs and movie night fees sorted. Just a little spend for some big smiles. Some fun, some food. It's all inside this Happy Meal. Until the 1st of September from 11 a.m. Only on the app, not on delivery. 1 use per day. A maximum of 4 Happy Meals per redemption. Price may vary.
Today, there's some excited postcode lottery winners waiting to find out how much they've won.
Would you like to find out how much you've won?
Absolutely.
Okay, well, you hold that.
A share of £20.2 million must be won in Postcode Lottery's August draws. So sign up by midnight on the 31st of July. Is your door in the draw? Postcode Lottery manage lotteries on behalf of good causes. 18 plus conditions apply. Play responsibly. Not available in Northern Ireland.
World Cup Game Day Live on TalkSport. Brought to you by Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Here for it. Book now at enterprise.co.uk.
Official broadcast partner of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Get your kicks on Route 66. World Cup Game Day Live on TalkSport.
And fireworks have just gone off above the stadium here at the end of the performance of the FIFA World Cup anthem Desire by Robbie Williams, friend of Andy Goldstein, and Nicole Scherzinger, who's the former Pussycat Doll from Hawaii, and Laura Pausini, the Grammy-winning Italian singer-songwriter, wowing the crowd here at the New York, New Jersey Stadium. It feels to me, given the schedule we were given beforehand, that the World Cup final might be kicking off slightly later than advertised. That means everything will be pushed back. That lengthy half-time sequence, which could take up to 20 minutes, could be a little bit later than planned. But it is a busy schedule, and obviously that's going to take some time and take some planning. World Cup is being held aloft as it's brought out onto the pitch. It is going to be placed onto a plinth. The players will be walking past it as they make their way out before they stand for the national anthems and before they then shake hands, and we will get underway. That gleaming golden trophy, that trophy that eludes England even this year. It's Argentina or Spain who are going to win it. Tom Cruise is now out on the pitch. He's addressing the stadium and the world.
48 nations began a journey. They crossed oceans, they crossed borders, they crossed cultures. And together,
Cruise with the speech, top work from the Top Gun. And you know what? Maybe the FA should have a look at Tom Cruise as next England manager. He seems to be able to complete Mission Impossible, and winning the World Cup is England's Mission Impossible. They've just shown actually the goals from the Argentina-England semi-final. Still hurts, so raw. But like we said earlier, let's park it. Let's just leave it to one side and let's focus on the World Cup final. England aren't there. They were beaten by the better side. That better side was Argentina, and they are about to take on Spain in the World Cup final. Stuart Pearce, how are you enjoying the closing ceremony and all that goes with it?
Oh, I love a bit of pomp and pageantry, you know that. I prefer the Stranglers to be playing live, but there you go, you can't have everything. Listen, I'm looking forward to a game of football breaking out very shortly, but they're doing everything they can to delight the crowd.
Well, they are, and it feels to me like when they're having a big board meeting about what was going to happen, they just kept adding things, and adding things, to the point where it's now going to almost certainly delay the kickoff. Teams should have been out 5 minutes ago, according to the schedule, but that hasn't happened. So this will not, Jim Proudfoot, kick off at 3, will it?
No, it certainly won't kick off at 3, and we haven't seen Diana Ross miss a penalty yet. So from that point of view, it might not kick off till 4. The flags are there, about to be laid out in the manner in which it's become so familiar. I do like the way they do this part of it. I think it's fantastic with the curved flags that go around the centre circle, with one in each half of the field. So I guess we are probably running about 4 or 5 minutes late, eh?
Yeah, we are running now to what is the customary schedule at most of the games we've seen at this World Cup so far, with the flags on the pitch being unfurled. Spain away to our left, the reds and yellow stripes, and away to our right, the Argentina flag, the sky blue stripes sandwiching a white stripe with the sun in the middle of it. Sun appropriate today because it is very sunny up in the sky. No chance of any delay here, no storms, no rain. That was all last night here in this part of the world. No chance of a delay. It's been a World Cup hit by weather delays, hit by storms, hit by delays, notably in Mexico, in the Azteca that night that England won by 3-2. And here come the players from away to our left, the tunnel, virtually in the corner as they hit the touchline, go past the corner flag, they turn left past the corner flag and up the touchline on the far side of where we are, walking side by side, the Argentina and the Spain players. Lamine Yamal, the teenager who is already a Euro champion with Spain. He's already, stats-wise, numbers-wise, he compares favourably with the likes of Lionel Messi. The players make their way up that touchline towards the tunnel that's been created for them temporarily on the far side of the pitch between the two national flags. They'll walk through that tunnel along the halfway line, straddling the halfway line, the two teams. And then Argentina will peel away to their left. Spain will peel away to their right. And they will take their places, the 26 players for each side, each squad, take their places around that banner in the centre circle, covering the centre circle of the football with a map of the world, FIFA World Cup 2026. And on this one it says the final. The FIFA name right in front of us in bold white letters on the pitch as well, as the players make their way around. Argentina flag just by the match officials who are lined up in that centre circle as well. The Spain flag floating in the breeze here in New Jersey. Very hot and sunny, late 20s in terms of degrees Celsius, if not a little bit higher, but the breeze makes it all that little bit more bearable. And our commentary position, the sun no longer beating down on us. No cover, of course, for the fans here. Well, let's get the national anthems. First up, the Spain anthem, the Royal March, one of only 3 national anthems that has no lyrics. Bosnia and Herzegovina and Kosovo being the others. First up then, it is the Spanish national anthem. I said it 2 years ago, I'll say it again, touch of Blackadder about that. And a former TalkSport pundit once criticised the Spain players for not singing the national anthem. I'll repeat, there are no words. Now the Argentina national anthem, Himno Nacional Argentina. It's the Argentine national
Favor de continuar
anthem.
de pie para escuchar el himno nacional de Argentina, interpretado por María Becerra.
Beautifully done, all the players passionately singing along. There's pyro and fireworks around the flags that are out on the pitch as the players make their way around to shake hands with each other. There have been more games at this World Cup than there were in the first 5.
Dani Olmo just in front of them, the two wide men, Alex Baena and Lamine Yamal, and then Mikel Oyarzabal in attack. And for Argentina, Emiliano Martinez in goal. That back four of Gonzalo Montiel, Christian Romero, Lisandro Martinez and Nicolas Tagliafico. In midfield, Rodrigo de Paul, Alexis McAllister, Enzo Fernandez and Nico Gonzalez, one of the three changes. Lionel Messi and Julian Alvarez leading the line. The referee, once again, just to confirm from Slovenia, is Slavko Vincic. And as they speedily remove all the banners from on the pitch, we are just about ready to get going. Spain will be in their red shirts with dark blue shorts and socks and dark blue sleeves as well on the shirts. Argentina in those famous light blue and white striped shirts, but the white shorts and the white socks today. And the referee, well, he is decked out all in black. There isn't much cover here in New York in this stadium, but it's a terrific arena. The lucky thing is there's no rain, because if there was, there's nowhere to hide apart from the concourse. You can't hide from the sunshine as two captains converge on the halfway line. Big Rodri with the captain's armband for Spain and little Lionel Messi. And then Bastian Danker is also on the VAR today with Akdom Mukhtar. It's from Germany, Bastian Danker. And Kamis Almari for Qatar as well is on that VAR panel, which is based inside the stadium here, but away from the prying eye. So we're just about ready to get underway. It's been a while, hasn't it, since the competition was last held here in the United States of America. On that occasion, Italy and Brazil locked horns in a South America versus Europe encounter, and it was the South Americans that came through on penalties. I wonder, will it be the same? Will it be history repeating itself, and will Argentina be crowned champions for a second successive world tournament? That is the big question. Spain have only won it the once, but it is a generation that has dominated and been successful on and off for the past 20 years or so. They've come to the fore, and there is absolutely no doubt that Luis de la Fuente has a very, very good Spanish side at the disposal of himself today. Lionel Scaloni is the head coach of Argentina, of course. Once a world champion, twice, and he will be forever idolised by everyone back home in Buenos Aires and across Argentina. Well, in all my coverage of football, or soccer as they call it in the USA, I don't think I've ever seen a game away from this competition certainly kick off on time, and the kick-off has been delayed slightly by the pre-match entertainment. The American anthem was bellowed out. That was about 5 minutes later than it should have been. And we are now just about ready to get going. A quick tie of the laces from Lionel Messi. Those laces might be a very big factor in this game. It's Argentina in the white and light blue striped shirts that get this final underway. And all the talking can be put to one side. It's the feet that will do the talking in the next, well, I was going to say 90 minutes. You're going to have an extended half-time break. You could have extra time. There's every chance of penalties. We could be here for a while. Buckle in. Let's enjoy the ride. They don't come any bigger than this. Spain against Argentina. And it's back to the Spanish goalkeeper, Unai Simon. He plays it short to Kubasi. Kubasi, of course, of Barcelona. Back to Simon once more. Bilbao goalkeeper. Disappointing season last season, Bilbao. They've got new management this year and high expectations to do much, much better this time around. Olmo plays it into the gap, dropping deep to get it inside his own half. There was Mikel Oyarzabal. Pedro Porro. Oyarzabal had to come really deep to pick up that loose ball from Olmo. It was a lovely touch into no man's land, really. Oyarzabal read it very well. Here's Laporte wandering over the halfway line, coming short to receive it is Olmo again. Gave it away, but it came straight back to him. Good start this from Spain. Cucurella back inside to Ruiz of Paris Saint-Germain. Now Rodri. That was a slack pass, though, trying to make it across to Porro, and Gonzalez is sent sprawling to the ground by the Tottenham Hotspur defender, and that will be a free kick to Argentina just inside their own half. Porro got player before ball. Spain 0, Argentina 0. If you are just joining us, we've played 90 seconds of the 90. Nothing much has happened, but Spain have had pretty much the exclusive rights of the size 5 so far. It's back with Emi Martinez. And now Tagliafico of Marseille gets it right down their near side. It's a good touch that from Tagliafico of Lyon, sorry, not of Marseille. Before the French football experts jumped down my throat on the wrong side there. He's a Lyon player, of course. Here he is on the ball now. Now it's into Lisandro Martinez. Tagliafico has to stretch slightly, brings it under control pretty much instantly. McAllister. And then Enzo Fernandez, scorer of that equalising goal against England in the World Cup semi-final. So played it all the way back to Christian Romero, another player like Enzo Fernandez that is based in London. Here's Ramirez again off of his goalkeeper Martinez. So much Premier League experience in this Argentina side. Across the halfway line on the right-hand side, Rodrigo de Paul goes back to Montiel. Now Romero. Romero into the feet of Enzo Fernandez, who's got room to turn, but it's a good press from Olmo. Put a little bit of pressure on. Rodrigo de Paul in a very central position at the moment. They've sent Gonzalo Montiel out wide on the right-hand side, and de Paul has tucked inside. This is Romero, just 5 or 6 yards outside his own penalty area, away to our right-hand side. Argentina in their light blue and white stripes, attacking the end away to our left. Tagliafico, they've had a lot of the ball in the last few minutes of Argentina after a dominant first minute or two to start off with from Spain. Spain have a throw-in. We haven't seen anything yet of Lamine Yamal. I think that's the first time he's touched the ball, to retrieve it and bowl it back to the throw-in taker in the right-back position, Pedro Porro. This is Aymeric Laporte. Laporte goes incredibly long, and with it, there was a coming together between Bayana and Montiel, and it was a foul by Montiel, who got tangled there, and the referee saw it from a distance and he spotted it well. Montiel given a ticking off. That was every inch a capable yellow card. Free kick to Spain on a halfway line. But did he not manhandle Bayana? Bayana would have been in. It's forward by Kubasi. Great turn by Olmo. Now it's out wide to Yamal. Yamal cuts inside. His cross takes a deflection. Olmo, it's a lovely touch. It's Lamau. It's a weak finish, and Martinez gets down and makes the save. But that was a really big opening net after just 4.5 minutes for Spain, and they carved an opening. Lamau come inside. It took a deflection, went to Olmo. He was quick to react. There was Lamine Yamal, but the finish from the angle was incredibly soft and straight at the Aston Villa goalkeeper. Here's Rodri. He might have a battle to get it through into the penalty area. Yamal again tries to pull it back. It hits Martinez and he twists and turns and scoops it away. But Spain are smelling blood here. But that's a little bit too high for Fabian Ruiz. And suddenly there might be a breakaway. It's a lovely touch by Alvarez. Quickly off his line is the goalkeeper, and it's retrieved by Rodri just as McAllister was sizing up a potential shot from the halfway line, with the goalkeeper coming flying out of his penalty area. Suddenly this final is live and right up. 5 minutes gone. Spain 0, Argentina 0 here in the sunshine of New Jersey. Out wide to Cucurella. He will manage to find the feet of Baena. Baena. Taking his time here is Laporte. Just stepping out of the defensive shape is Laporte. Sends it out wide to Baena. Baena has got two blue and white striped shirts right in front of him, so he's gone backwards. This is Rodri. Rolls it out to the right-hand side. Lamine Yamal takes his time. Back again to Rodri. Spain 0, Argentina 0 if you're just joining us. Nearly 6 minutes gone in the final of this global competition that has taken over our lives over the last 6 weeks or so. We'll be lost without football for at least another few days. The likes of the MLS and the Brazilian leagues and the Argentine leagues will all be starting up again this week. Don't have too long to wait. The European big leagues will be back and underway in just over a month's time. Had to stretch there, did Aymeric Laporte, to make sure that Messi didn't pinch it off his toes. That's a nice piece of footwork by Ayathabal. And now Rodri again driving forward, tries to prod it out towards the far left-hand side. The header away from Montiel goes straight to Cucurella. This is Olmo. Olmo into the feet of Pedro Porro. Thought about the shot, might go for the return. He was held slightly there, and the referee says play on, but he was certainly tripped, in my opinion, by Christian Romero, and that was one that escaped the eye line of the referee from Slovenia. Well, I think that was a free kick as Porro went for the return. He was manhandled by McAllister. The referee saw no wrongdoing in it. Looking at the replay, didn't look quite as bad second time around, slowed down, but for me it's still a foul. No foul given though. You are listening to studio-based off-tube commentary from the final in the New York, New Jersey Stadium. Spain against Argentina. It's 0-0. Spain on top at the moment. Cucurella trying to close things down. McAllister inside that midfield area, and he's lost out there to Rodri. Rodri again. He's on the charge here. Ayathabal sends it wide to Yamal, and Yamal trying to challenge through the back of Nicolas Tagliafico. Tagliafico goes crashing to the ground with consummate ease and wins a free kick to Argentina with nearly 8 minutes gone. Goalless, and one big chance in the game so far has gone Lamine Yamal's way. Breaking into the penalty area, fortuitous deflection that took it to Olmo, laid it back off to Yamal, who fed into the situation really quickly, crashing into the penalty area. And his shot with the instep of the left foot was rather weak. It hit the studs of Lisandro Martinez, and was saved by Emi Martinez. Big chance. Not the easiest of chances, but a chance. Rodri to Ruiz. Ruiz's pass was rather off-piste. Pedro Porro wasn't there. It's gone out for a throw into Argentina, midway inside the Spanish half. This final is certainly not going to be won in the opening 8.5 minutes, but good start from Spain. Both sides have had good feel of the ball in the opening exchanges. This is Romero taking no chances, going all the way back to Emi Martinez. Gets onto his right foot. Wide to Lisandro Martinez. Down the line, poor pass towards Tagliafico. Straight out of play. Well, it's a stage set here in New York, where all the big faces, all the big names are here. President of the USA is here. Tom Cruise is here. Robbie Williams is here. USA didn't make it through to the final. Never expected to, but did come with its controversy with VAR, Mr. T, didn't it? And Argentina against Spain. Which one of them will get their hands on the trophy? That's the big question. A reminder that this match is being beamed across the world. Local, regional, national television broadcasters. That's the place to watch this final. Listening to studio-based off-tube commentaries. 0-0. Spain have had the better of the opening 10 minutes. Cucurella, those wavy locks. He will be heading towards Real Madrid. Here's Rodri of Manchester City. Long ball, Yamal of Barcelona. One touch and it just strays away from his body and out for a throw-in. The camera angles here in this stadium make it very difficult to see the near touch line. A lot of front row bobbing their heads in front of that line. Just about see it. Here's McAllister, but one back again quickly by Spain and by Kubasi. This is Rodri, who's certainly having a dominant effect in the middle of that midfield for Spain. This is Laporte. Looks to Cucurella. Well, both these sides perfectly capable of winning this final. There is absolutely no doubt. And you look at the form of the two teams as well. I think it's quite an interesting read. And you think of the form of Spain. They were unbeaten for over 2 years, but Argentina have got the winning mentality. Here's Rodri driving forward. Two strong teams. Ball into the penalty area. It was a kind of donkey kick away by Martinez, and it flew away from goal and out for a corner. It is a blustery day in New York. Beautiful sunshine, but there is a breeze swirling around this stadium. And when you zip a ball in like Dani Olmo did there, it could have disastrous consequences if not dealt with properly. In the end, the kind of almost on-the-ground scorpion kick, if you like, from Lisandro Martinez flew away for the game's first corner. 12 minutes on the clock. Spain have a corner on the right-hand side. Referee warning that he's got his eyes on every move of every player in that penalty area. It's a mismatch between Enzo Fernandez and Rodri. Rodri just pushes him away. It's a long delivery. Olmo was there and peeled away and brought it down, but it was good defending by Argentina and Rodrigo Laporte, but still not cleared. Here's Lamal, brings it down, does well, sends it out wide. It's a little on the short side though, as it was played out wide towards Baena, and it's gone out for a throw-in to Spain on this near side. Spain 0, Argentina 0 in the final of this competition. Porro will take. Both sides have a Tottenham Hotspur player in their starting 11. A big side that have been bringing in lots of signings in the summer just to see how they shape up next year, but they very nearly went down, didn't they? Could have been looking at two Championship players playing in this World Cup final. Things turned out a little different in North London. The Spurs got away with one there, didn't they? There's Laporte. Played back to the goalkeeper by Fabian Ruiz. He's playing as a left back at the moment. Long ball forward up towards the halfway line. One in the air and one in the air well by Martinez. And again for the second time. For someone who's 5'9", he's excellent in the air. Just wonder if that aerial disadvantage might work against him, against someone physical like Oyathabal. Here he is, Oyathabal. Oyathabal again. And then played out wide to this near side. Down goes Danny Olmo holding his ankle. Referee comes across. He's going to give a free kick here. It was McAllister that went in on Danny Olmo, who's gone down. Stretching in, and it was a little hefty, the challenge from the Liverpool man. Talking about the physical presence of Mikel Oyathabal in attack. That's something that the Spanish might want to try and exploit against the lack of height with Martinez. And Christian Romero, whilst a World Cup winner and an excellent player, does have his fragilities, doesn't he? Something that Spain will look and get at. Spain 0, Argentina 0. There's a stop in play at the moment for this injury to Danny Olmo. Let me remind you, you are listening to studio-based off-tube commentary of the final at the New York, New Jersey Stadium. It's Spain 0, Argentina 0. We're off and underway, and the ball has been pumped straight down the middle to Emi Martinez, the Aston Villa goalkeeper. Europa League winner in May. But 62% of the possession so far in Spain. It's still goalless. They've had the one big chance, but Amal couldn't put any power on the shot. Martinez, wide by McAllister, inside by Tagliafico. Nice, quick first touch there by Gonzalez. And down goes Messi, who we haven't mentioned much so far. Foul on Messi. Through the back was by Alex Spina. Straight through the back of Messi, who went tumbling to the ground. Free kick. That free kick is going to be taken by Rodrigo de Paul. A very central position, just beyond the centre circle inside the Spain half. 16 minutes gone. Still awaiting the first goal in this final. It's going to be clipped into the penalty area. Enzo Fernandez is standing close by, but he's not going to take this. He's leaving it to De Paul, who chips it straight down the middle, and that will drift away and out for a goal kick. Trying to chip it into the half of the on-rushing Nico Gonzalez, but too far beyond him. Here's Ruiz for Spain, just outside his own penalty area from the goal kick, which is taken short. Kubasi. Porro spins one long, and Yamal takes it down, and now he can take on Tagliafico. Yamal getting at Tagliafico. Can he get the cross in? He can. It was low and across the face of the 6-yard box. There were two Spain players arriving in there, but it was just lacking a little bit of pace and a little bit of direction, and it was gathered on the floor by Emiliano Martinez. Here's Laporte. Back to the goalkeeper at the other end. Unai Simon. Doesn't need his hands. Distributes to the right-hand side. And that goes straight out for a throw-in on this near side to Argentina. Argentina went behind against Egypt. They went behind 2-0 against Egypt in the knockout stages and still come back with 3 late goals. They've got 2 late goals to turn the semi-final on its head on Wednesday, and here could be a chance for Argentina in towards the penalty area. Just lost bearings a little bit there, did Gonzalez, and it's cleared away up towards Olmo, who sent tumbling. Now Yamal. And then Yamal seemed to tangle with Tagliafico, and inexplicably half of the bench right down there on this near side, the Argentina bench up on their feet, exploding into life as if Limao had assaulted Tagliafico, and all he'd done really is run into him. And it was a ball over the top, and it hit the shoulder and the back of Nico Gonzalez, but it worked in his favour. He was away for a moment there, but then he just got caught up in possession, and Spain were able to deal with it. Fabian Ruiz gets it wide to Cucurella, now back to Laporte, and Laporte looks up, rolls it down the line towards Alex Baena. Baena and a physical tussle there with Christian Romero. Christian Romero comes out on top. There was certainly a little bit of manhandling in the shirt, and he was sent tumbling to the ground. He's a little bit fortunate there. Christian Romero, for me, there was enough in that for it to be a foul. In goes Olmo. Argentina screaming for a free kick when really there wasn't much in the challenge on Enzo Fernandez by Olmo, but the referee has given a free kick to Argentina. It's a shade too high, his foot there, Olmo, but then you think about it. Enzo Fernandez's clearance on the volley saw his foot every inch as high as Olmo's. Spain 0, Argentina 0, just coming up to the 20-minute mark in this final in the New Jersey Stadium. Noisy Argentinian fans looking to see if they can retain the World Cup. They needed penalties last time against France. They got the better of European opponents in the final. Oh, they're going to get the better of Street Rise Spain. Long ball forward. Laporte easily sees off Alvarez. We haven't seen anything of Alvarez. We haven't seen anything of Messi so far. Spain bossing proceedings. But that's one back by McAllister. And then in turn, Limao gets a foot in. Rodri clears. Limao quickly into Olmo. Back to Limao again. Just escaped his clutches. Good challenge by Rodrigo de Paul. De Paul leaving it now to Enzo Fernandez. Rolls it out wide. And Montiel back to Christian Romero. Montiel's clearance. Striking Baena. Now Romero into the box, but the referee's whistle has gone. Free kick has gone the way of Argentina. Spain 0, Argentina 0. The hydration break is only a couple of minutes away. Remember, the half-time show today is going to be an extended one. We're going to have some K-pop, we're going to have some Bieber, Shakira, Madonna. But we're not going to be bringing that to you. We'll just bring you the second half as and when it comes round, but expect 25 minutes of redundant airspace whilst that all takes place. Attempted through ball there from Messi. The flag has gone up against Julian Alvarez. So free kick to Spain on the edge of their own penalty area. Rolled forward nicely by Kubasi, trying to find Olmo. Olmo went to ground. Challenge was deemed a fair one. Martinez. Argentina having a better spell in the last couple of minutes. A bit more ball. It's Andre Martinez again. Olmo puts the press on. It's good press from Spain. Martinez needs to be careful. Turns and plays it down the line. Rodri quickly fires it into Alajo. And that was good defending by Fernandez. Ayathabal trying to turn inside that penalty area. He wasn't really quick enough in that turn. And then goalkeeper Emiliano Martinez came out, claimed it, booted it straight down the middle and straight to the other goalkeeper, Unai Simon. Rodri for Spain. Still waiting that first goal in the final. Here's Cucurella down the left-hand side. Attempts to get the cross in. It hits Rodrigo de Paul and goes behind. And Spain have themselves a second corner in this game. Good work down the left-hand side by Real Madrid bound Cucurella. Spain 0, Argentina 0, 23 minutes gone. And off the back of this corner, I suspect we might well see the hydration break forced upon us. Aymeric Laporte is forward. Christian Romero, the moment he steps into the penalty area, grabs hold of him. In comes the cross. It was a very, very poor corner. Straight into the arms of Emiliano Martinez, who says thank you very much. And after sending all the big guns forward, that really was a poor delivery, not worthy of the stage that we're set upon here this evening. Sandro Martinez rolls it to Tagliafico. The Leon man plays it inside. It's lost in transit by Enzo Fernandez. Good pressing again by Spain, but he got caught out a little bit there. Rodri comes back on Messi, and Messi's been penalised. I thought that was going to go the other way, but Rodri losing out to Messi, battling back and winning a free kick. When it comes into Messi, plays it. Well, I don't see anything wrong with that foul. On a Messi point of view, if anything, it's... Well, I don't think there's anything wrong with... There's nothing wrong with what Rodri did either. I don't know why that was given as a free kick. Anyway, the hydration break is here. And it is Spain 0, Argentina 0, 24 and a half minutes gone. So we've got the 3-minute hydration break. Very even, really. Spain probably having a little bit more of the possession as the stats have backed that up. And that one big chance early on in the opening 5 minutes, Lamine Yamal went to get the crossing, took a deflection, finding Olmo, who quickly touched it into the space that was being attacked by Yamal inside the penalty area on the right-hand side, but his shot was very, very lacklustre. And it did take a deflection off of one Martinez and was saved by the other. Alessandro and Emi between them, doing the job for Argentina to keep out Spain. So that chance alone, nothing much else to tell you about. Goalless as we hit the quarter stage of this 90 minutes. Well, it's a lot of talking being done by both managers. Luis de la Fuente of Spain has got his team in a circle, and he's being very explicit with certain things that he wants to get across to his players. On the flip side, Lionel Scaloni, the 48-year-old coach of Argentina, has not gone into such great details, but he's working his way around clusters of players and trying to get messages across. The sprinklers are on the pitch as well to try and just give this playing surface a zip for when we return in just a few moments' time. So Spain 0, Argentina 0. Quick reminder that this match between Spain and Argentina can, of course, be watched through your local, regional or national television broadcaster, as well as joining us here for what is off-tube commentary, studio-based for the final here in the studio. We're watching the New York, New Jersey Stadium action, and it's Spain 0, Argentina 0. And the two sides are just about to make their way back out again after their break. So, where is this big golden trophy going? Is it going to Buenos Aires or is it going back to Madrid? Your guess is as good as mine. At the moment, you would say, if you had to call it in the style of a boxing contest, you would lean towards Spain with that one big chance and more possession. But there is very little in it. Here's Emi Martinez. Long ball forward by Alessandro Martinez, climbing well. Kubasi gets it away. A glancing header by McAllister. The referee stops play and says McAllister got a hand to that rather than a head. He doesn't argue. And looking at the replay, he clearly did get his hand to it rather than his head. Wasn't. Goal, there's a mistake here at the back. I was going to say he wasn't. It was a pretty badly judged jump, but there was a little slip there by Kubasi that almost let in Alvarez. He's touched the ball back to his goalkeeper. He's underhit it, and he came out just in time. Dear goalkeeper Unai Simon, who's had nothing to do so far, suddenly he had to be on his toes there. That was very nearly a catastrophic mistake from Kubasi, who's been rock solid at the back so far for Spain. Here is Rodri. Brilliant play by him. Gets it out wide to Porro. Turns and plays it down the line to Lamine Yamal, who goes on the outside. He's brought down by Tagliafico. Tagliafico was heading to ground when he brought down Yamal. And that, another indication that Tagliafico is really struggling to keep tabs on that young 19-year-old wearing the 19 for Spain. Got away without a yellow, but that's one that will probably edge the referee closer to a caution for the Argentine left-back. Here's Rodri again on the edge of his own penalty area, driving between Alvarez and Messi, turning towards Kubasi. This time his distribution has got more than sufficient pace on it. Porro. Is it once again back into the feet of Kubasi. Kubasi takes his time, the Barcelona man. Pau Kubasi. Another young player. You've got to remember, he's only 19. It's his 20th cap in this final. Tremendous future for a player that just gets better and better every time I see him, whether it be for Barca or for La Roja. Long ball forward by Enzo Fernandez. Drifts away to the left-hand side. No one there in a blue and white striped shirt, and so it trickles away for a throw-in to Spain. Pedro Porro to take. And as we head into the half an hour mark, it's still 0-0, but here is De Paul making a way into the penalty area. Great play by Cucurella. Heads it back to his goalkeeper, who quickly throws it back out to the long-haired former Chelsea man, now with Real Madrid, Cucurella. He's got to the halfway line. This is Rodri, who's dictating the pace of this game. Fabian Ruiz gets it out wide to Lamine Yamal. Yamal doubled up by Gonzalez and Tagliafico. Plays it into the penalty area, just too far ahead of Almo, and watched behind for a goal kick by Emi Martinez. Still Spain 0, Argentina 0, 30 seconds beyond the half an hour mark. But again, utilising Lamine Yamal on that right-hand side. Spain have been the better side, but there's not been much in it. Flick on was on the left-hand side by Nico Gonzalez, but it doesn't link up with Alvarez, and Spain's defence still with it comfortably. Cucurella back inside from Aymeric Laporte. This is Pau Kubasi. Wide to this right-hand side. Pedro Porro looks up. Lamine Yamal trying to spin past Tagliafico, who read the situation extremely well and got the challenge in. This is Romero. He's got to try and figure out a way of getting away from Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal's put some good pressing on there. And Argentina have given it away to Cucurella. Cucurella dashing forward towards the edge of the penalty area. It's Rodri. And now it's Fabian Ruiz on the left-hand side. Gets it out wide to Baena. Baena goes on the outside. Can he get the cross? And he can. It's a very poor cross, though. And Christian Romero controls it with ease with his chest and fires it away. But here is Fabian Ruiz again of Paris Saint-Germain. Had an injury-hit season last season for Paris Saint-Germain. Didn't start too much in the group stages of this competition for Spain, but he's really started to hit top gear. Oyarzábal, poor touch. Tagliafico wins it back. Now it's with Alvarez on the halfway line. Plays it square to Enzo Fernandez. Now Romero. Sandro Martinez. Tagliafico just touches it down the line, and it's picked up by McAllister, who is clawed back by Rodri, and that will be a free kick to Argentina. 32.5 minutes gone. Spain 0, Argentina 0 if you're just joining us. A reminder that this match is, of course, on local, regional, national television with broadcasters all around the world. You can, of course, tune in and watch it wherever you are. This is studio-based, off-tube commentary of the final. And it's Spain 0, Argentina 0. Well, the first goal in any game is critical. Messi is standing over the ball. But his free kick is short this time to Enzo Fernandez. Back to Messi again. Dribbles past Yamal, but Yamal has come away with the second ball. And then Porro is caught on the ankle by Alvarez. Goes down, bounces back up and takes the free kick all in one motion. Kabasi to Rodri. Rodri has a look up, chips it out towards this near side of the pitch. It's Olmo just over the halfway line on the right-hand side for Spain. Has a look up, picks out Rodri, who's got time and space, and he's got the vision to keep the ball. Ruiz out wide to Porro, down the line to Yamal. Back again to Porro. Midway inside the Argentina half with Rodri. Aymeric Laporte taking his time. Laporte back to Pau Kabasi. Back again to Laporte. The old head at the back with the youngster Kabasi and Laporte. There is Laporte. Loves to get forward. He's more than capable of doing so, and he gets it out wide here to Cucurella inside the penalty area. Takes a touch, gets the cross in. Good defending by Romero to stab the ball into touch on the far side, but the flag was up against Marc Cucurella. And as he went darting down the line, it was just too quick, his run. He tried to check back, in fairness. But it was an outlet that nearly proved the undoing of Argentina. Spain 0, Argentina 0. With 10 minutes to go to half-time. Of course, we'll have the 3 minutes hydration break. Not too many stoppages beyond that. Not so far, anyway. Well, Argentina, at this moment in time, don't know their next match. They will have matches in the September, in the fall, international friendlies, yet to be decided. Spain, their next match after today will be at Wembley, September the 26th, the opening game in the Nations League. 3 days later, they head back home to take on Croatia in Sevilla. Rodri wins the loose ball, sees off Alvarez, turns it down the line, straight out for a throw-in, but he wins a free kick, and he was manhandled there by Alvarez. He is such a tower of strength in that midfield, Rodri, and he's been at his brilliant best today, controlling that midfield. Free kick has gone back to goalkeeper Unai Simon. Wide to Porro. Porro has a look up. Long ball over the top towards Olmo, taken down on the chest by Romero. Now Tagliafico comes inside. Enzo Fernandez, he very nearly give the ball away, and Olmo does snap up on the loose ball, gets past McAllister, still Olmo, gets it wide to Cucurella, nice touch, and off he goes, Cucurella down the left-hand side. Good recovery from the Argentina full-back Gonzalo Montiel, but I tell you what there, Enzo Fernandez was caught out big style in possession in the midfield, and that was very un-Argentina-like. They did recover, and recover well. Now it's with Porro midway inside the Argentina half on the right-hand side to Lamau, brings it down, takes on a couple of Argentina players. He's been manhandled there by Tagliafico, who's struggling to keep tabs with him, to be honest. Now into the feet of Alathabal. Olmo, 25 yards from goal, central position, slightly left of centre. Cucurella gets the cross in, hits the heels of Romero, back to Cucurella again. Can he get the cross in? Sends it back to the corner edge of the penalty area. Olmo chips it in, and very nearly finding Rodri's run from the back, and it's cleared away by Argentina. But they are asking questions here, Spain. They want a free kick as well. That was a foul. Big shout of a penalty as well when it hit the arm of Alvarez, but I don't think that's one that's going to be given, not on this stage. Aymeric Laporte to Cucurella. Spain on the left-hand side. Baena taking on Montiel, coming inside. Still Baena, almost slipping it through a crowd to Olmo. It's only partially cleared by Argentina. Martinez lifts it away in a hurry, but only as far as Porro. Pedro Porro. Inside to Kubasi, back again to Porro. Kubasi once more. Touch by Ruiz. And now a chance to venture forward for Aymeric Laporte. Rodri. Nicely done from Spain. A little one round the corner towards Almo, and it's a driving shot from the edge of the penalty area for Mikel Oyarzabal, and down to make the save was Emiliano Martinez. Great play this from Spain, working their way into an attacking position. He's got the shot in from the edge of the penalty area. He would have liked to have got it a little bit closer to the corner. It was a bit too close from Oyarzabal to goalkeeper Martinez. He would have been mighty relieved to see that one heading towards his midriff rather than the corner. It was an easy save. The second biggest chance of the game so far. Both of those chances on that right-hand side are kind of almost from Spanish perspective, both a little bit too tame. Need to be better than that. There's a long ball forward, and Argentina again being put under pressure. So Baena is beaten to it by Montiel. Tagliafico. Montiel on the right-hand side receives the pass from Enzo Fernandez just over the halfway line. Messi comes deep, gathers up the baton, sends it wide to Montiel again. Argentina, just over 5 minutes to go in this first half. Have been second best, but there's not been an incredible gulf between these two. Spain have had the two chances, but here's Messi. Haven't seen anything from Argentina yet. That might change. Alvarez gets it wide here to Rodrigo de Paul. Can he get the cross in? No, he can't. He pings it backwards. Rodri wins the loose ball. Tries to get away here. Mikel Oyarzabal falls on the ball, and the first yellow card of the final comes out, and it's shown to Lisandro Martinez for the foul on Mikel Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal brought down the Sociedad striker. He was hauled back and then tripped by Martinez. Well, he tried the shirt pull with the right hand, then with the left hand, then he went in and tripped him up. He wasn't going to let him go. And he picks up the game's first yellow card, Lisandro Martinez of Manchester United. First yellow of the game then. España, Argentina, 0-0. 4+ injury time remaining in the first half. Laporte into Ruiz. Bit of time on the centre spot. Ghosts it wide to Rodri, who spins away from the presence of Montiel, who's been dragged out of his right back position. Momentarily, Argentina clear their lines. Here's Rodri again, just inside the Argentina half over on the left-hand side. Checks it back to the halfway line. It's Laporte again, slowing things down, sending it wide to Cucurella. He's got acres of space on the left-hand side. Rodri comes to support him. Playing it back inside again, this time to Kubasi. Kubasi, long ball into the edge of the penalty area. It's a lovely ball as well to Oyarzabal. Got it wide. Porro hangs it in. There's no one at the far post. Martinez goes tearing off his line out towards the right-hand edge of his own penalty area and gathers a loose ball. But had anyone been attacking the far post there for Spain, there would have been immense problems for La Albi Celeste. Great ball in from Porro, but just no one there. Both players in that box making their runs towards the near. Here's McAllister, gives it straight to Yamal. Yamal looks up, trying to play it down to Olmo, not quite, but Ruiz picks up the loose ball. It's Rodri that plays it inside to Cucurella. Cucurella backwards to Kubasi. Now Porro. No question that Spain have been much the better of the side so far. Ruiz to Cucurella. Cucurella shaping up for a shot, and it whistled past the left hand of Martinez, who felt as if it was going wide. Well, it was a quick call from the Aston Villa goalkeeper, and it was the right call as well. He felt it was covered, and it was a yard wide from Cucurella. A low grass cutter, always pulling away from goal, but it wasn't far away. And there's an injury at the moment to Lisandro Martinez inside his own penalty area away to our right-hand side. And there's a indication from Emi Martinez that he might need to come off. The way they spin the two hands together. Well, that's what Martinez has just signalled to the bench. Something clearly not right. And there is going to be, by the look of things, a change. And it looks like Otamendi is going to come on in this final. So, Lisandro Martinez, who's just picked up a yellow card, is going to be taken off and replaced. Well, it's a sad moment for Lisandro Martinez. Something clearly has gone there. And Otamendi, who is a central defender, like-for-like change will come on. Otamendi, who plays his football in Portugal for Marco Silva's Benfica. Lisandro Martinez wanders off down the touchline. Not an emotional man, is he, Lisandro Martinez? He looks a bit disappointed, a bit frustrated, but one thing he's not is bawling his eyes out, having limped off in this final with just 30 seconds of the first half remaining. Alafaba has done well to get it out wide to Yamal. Yamal can't make a convincing touch, and Nico Gonzalez trying to knock and go against Porro. Porro wasn't buying into that and made the block. Well, in just a few moments' time, we'll find out exactly how many minutes are added on to the end of the first half. Remember, there will be an extended half-time break. We usually say we'll be back in 15 minutes, but it will probably be nearer 20-25 minutes for the second half. So please bear with us. We will return before the ball returns to the centre spot for the second half. Long ball over the top, and it's Alvarez that's away, and quickly out of his area was goalkeeper Simon, who knocks it into the air. Their only sight of goal so far, Argentina, has been that long outlet ball, and on both occasions Simon has been quickly off his line to deal with it. Header away, first touch by Otamendi. This is Nico Gonzalez down the left-hand side for Argentina. Doubling up on him is Porro and Olmo. Porro takes the ball off of him. Rodri inside to Kubasi, across to the left. Cucurella onto his left foot. Rolls it down the line. Not a particularly good ball. He was trying to aim at Baena, but it's gone out of play for a throw into Argentina. 4 minutes of added time, by the way, of which we've played nearly a minute of those already. So 3 more minutes of added time to play in this first half. Spain 0, Argentina 0. It's Argentina coming through from the right-hand side. Rodrigo de Paul to Montiel. Back again to de Paul. Gets the challenge in, but it rolls through everyone and straight through to goalkeeper Unai Simon, who scoops it up. And, Spain has certainly been the dominant force in this final so far. But it's still 0-0. It's still all to play for. A reminder that this match is, of course, on television. Broadcasters all around the world, local, regional and national, will be showing the match. So make sure you tune in and watch this game in its full glory. You are listening to studio-based off-tube commentary from the final in the New York, New Jersey Stadium, where it's Spain 0, Argentina 0. Spain have certainly been the better side. Nothing massive in the way of chances. Three decent ones. Probably the best was the early one for Yamal, just didn't get any power on it. There's Rodri. Finding Ruiz. Wide to Cucurella. Back to Ruiz again. Inside it comes to Oyarzábal. Now it's Oyarzábal again trying to swivel, and there's Messi back there in the central midfield position trying to win the ball back and succeeding in winning the free kick. Fouled by Oyarzábal. He took a little swing, did Oyarzábal, and got Messi's knee. So free kick to Argentina, and we've got a little over a minute of stoppage time to go. The glance from Messi at Oyarzábal. Didn't need to move his lips there, Messi. The glance was to say, do you know who I am? Do you know who you're kicking? And Oyarzábal made the signal. I was going for the ball. He was going for the ball. He didn't get anywhere near it. Messi's knee was the recipient. There wasn't too much power in the kick, I'm pleased to say, and Messi just walked away from it all. We're into the final minute of the 4 added on at the end of the first half. Spain 0, Argentina 0. Spain, without question, have been the better side up until now. Conceded just 1 goal in their 7 matches in this tournament. Argentina have won every single one of their 11 matches in 2026, scoring at least twice in every single one of those 11 victories. It's not to be sniffed at. I can't see them scoring 2 goals in this game, but it's not impossible. Spain have been the better side. The first goal will matter enormously. It might well be one of those finals that is decided by 1 goal. Kubasi to Porro. Has a look up, plays it long. Hits the thigh of Romero. Just drags it inside to the feet of Otamendi. Back to the Argentine goalkeeper Emi Martinez. Goes long with his clearance, and there goes the half-time whistle. We haven't seen much of Messi. We haven't seen much of Julian Alvarez. We've seen plenty of Spain with the ball. They've had 3 half-decent sights of goal, but they've not really extended Emi Martinez in the Argentine goal. There's no question that the Europeans are getting the better of the South Americans in this final so far, but the half-time score, it's all equal. It's Spain 0, Argentina 0. There is, of course, an extended half-time, so it won't be 15 minutes when we're back. It'll be nearer 20-25 minutes. As soon as the teams start appearing from the tunnel, we will return for the second half. But for now, we'll leave you to go and regroup and refresh, and we'll catch you in, well, about 20-25 minutes time for the second half. Spain 0, Argentina 0 at half-time.
In my mind, Rodri has been magnificent, dictated the tempo of the game, had more touches than any player on the pitch, but they've looked very shot-shy up front, and I've not seen anyone that's picked the ball up, got turned and gone taken somebody on, which is a bit of a worry when you've had that much possession and you've not threatened the goal. To couple that with the possession you've had would be a concern for Spain. If you're Argentina, you walk in there and say, my goodness, we played 40 odd minutes, 45, 48 minutes, we haven't seen the football. Spain have dominated the football and it breaks your heart, but I think this Argentinian side are almost used to that and it won't worry them, mate.
Well, being at 0-0, I think they'll, if anything, feel like they've got away with one in that first half. Marc Cucurella had a lot of possession in good areas down the left-hand side. His delivery into the box, though, has been shocking, hasn't it?
Yeah, he's hit the first man too readily. I think as well, they've probably not overloaded the box, Spain, enough. You know, when Cucurella gets in or your players getting in wide areas, you want to see at least even numbers, if not an overload if humanly possible. We haven't seen that. I'm seeing too many blue and white shirts in good areas getting blocks.
They haven't fed Lamine Yamal the ball enough, or are Argentina doing a job on him? Which is it?
Bit of both. I don't think he's set the place alight. He's had a little bits and pieces into feet, but he's not managed to get on the half turn, drive at his opponent and get past him. Tagliafico, on the odd occasion that he has managed to half get beyond him, he's basically jumped on his back and given a foul away.
That's what they do. So listen, Rodri, you mentioned him already. It's fair to say he's back.
He's rolling the clock back for me about in his halcyon days playing for Manchester City. Honestly, he's getting an ocean of space in there. Make no mistake about that. You know, Messi don't want to run around and do all the nonsense. Alvarez is running out of position to go and try and shut people down, and he's got behind him Enzo Fernandez and McAllister drop quite deep, so he has got a lot of room to get on the ball, that granted, but I'll tell you what, even breaking the odd attack up as well, I think he's been the standout player in this game. Quick one on Messi, who's done nothing, but I mean, I'm reluctant to say he's done nothing because all of a sudden he can win a game. Well, you've got to quantify it with him. If I didn't know who he was and I didn't see the name on his shirt, I said he's had a shocking game, you've got to get him off. But I'm not daft enough to say that, am I? Can you imagine Scaloni lifting up the number 10? He's got to work on his defence a little bit more. You just don't bring him off.